So interim coach Mike Eccles joins us now after that defeat to Workington Town. It was a difficult day. A fair result, though, do you think?
Yeah, they deserved the win, mate. We let ourselves down. Defensively, we were really poor. In terms of defending our line, our lack of urgency, and in terms of them coming away from their line. So both sides of that defensively. I mean, we still had enough good ball in the second half to win the game. You know, the boys went through a lot of adversity. Obviously, we lost Will Lovell and Reece Curran quite early on, which, you know, always a bit tough. But irrelevant of that, I still thought we got some ascendancy in that second half. And when we got to within 2 tries, we had enough good ball to win the game. And now, you know, we got held over the line more times, which they scrambled really well. And to be fair, that's probably what we should have been doing in reverse, really. So, yes, so really disappointed, mate. We've got to move on quickly. There's 2 games coming up in the next 9 days. Just got to focus on York now.
Was there, obviously it was on television, it was our first game on Premier TV. It was a big occasion, a big relegation game on TV. Do you think that had any impact?
No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. It wasn't necessarily, you know, we can't control that. Whether we're on TV or not, we still should be executing the same things, mate.
Okay. Will Lovell was stretchered off after just 18 minutes. He was taken to hospital. It looked quite serious. We obviously hope that it wasn't, and I'll ask you for an update on that shortly. But how big an impact does having losing a leader have on a game so early?
Yeah, it's big, but I think, you know, it's a huge loss. Yes, obviously, but so was Lee's, you know, compounded with losing Reece as well. But you know, we just got to get. There's no excuse. We've got to be more resilient to get through those tough times. And it's rugby league. You're going to lose players.
Will Lovell was stretchered off, injured after 18 minutes. How serious is it? It looked quite serious. Hope it's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay now. It's a neck injury. We don't know too much more. You know, he's responsive, and he's got movement in his arms and legs. So yeah, we're all hoping that it's going to be okay. He's gone up to the hospital now, so the medical team will get a report out on that ASAP. Obviously, yeah, it was a huge impact on the game, and then compounded with losing Reece as well. But we've just got to be more resilient than that. These things happen in rugby. You lose players, and you've got to scramble around for a period of time. And we just couldn't come through the other side.
I think it's fair to say that given that Workington have now picked up their first points, they're only a point behind. There's still several away games left to go, including Dewsbury, which takes on even greater importance now. But the situation is looking increasingly tough for Broncos, isn't it? What do you do now to pick them up and try to encourage them to keep battling and try and pull away from the relegation zone?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, that's gone. We've just got to digest it and move forward very, very quickly. And that's that. You know, we're not looking down at them. We're not looking up at anyone else. We've just got to fix our own things. There's so many games left on. We've got to fix things up quickly. Obviously, we know that. But, yeah, again, I have every confidence in this group as a collective. We'll let ourselves down today. We'll stick together and move forward. We need to fix up the areas that let ourselves down today and get into York on Sunday.
Can I ask you what the atmosphere was like in the dressing room at the end of the game?
I think you can imagine what that was like. Yeah, it was incredibly strong. But listen, that's a tough day for us. It's a tough day. You know, it's just a tough day. We've just lost the game. You know, Will Lovell's obviously not in a great way. Lost all the bodies within the game. It's not a great day, so there's not to be a great atmosphere at all. So, yeah, we just need to stick together now.
Given it's a double header against York, how are you approaching that? Do you have training between now and then, or is it trust recovery and then go again?
too much training really, so we can get some video done. We'll obviously have tomorrow off. We'll get back late tonight, and then Saturday we're coming for a very light session. The video preview, a little bit of a review from today's game as well, where we can fix up, and then just a massive emphasis on recovery really on Saturday, and then we're back up in the north of England at York, so plenty of travelling to do. But well, I mean, we know now everyone's going to write us off. The expectation will be low now, so we want to stick together as a group and as a club.
And you're interim coach at the moment. Are you keen in the job permanently, or are you just purely holding the fort? What's the thought around that?
Not something I aspire to do, and I'm so proud to represent the club. I'll always represent the club with my best foot forward really well, the highest integrity that I can. But no, it's not something I'd like to do permanently. Do this job until otherwise, really. Well, it's my usual role.
Given that, how important do you feel it is to get a coach in permanently, particularly as we move into the second half of the season?
Well, yeah, it's nothing to do with me. It really isn't. So, those things should not impact today's performance and next week's performance. I think the most important thing is that the club obviously recruit the right person, get someone in so that they want to do the job, and hopefully I can hold the fort until then.
Well, I'm sure you can, and it'll go again at York on Sunday. Wish you the very best for that, Mike, and let's keep your fingers crossed for Will Lovell as well. I suspect that he won't be playing for a while, but fingers crossed for good news at least.
Yeah, absolutely. His health is the most important thing now. So, like I said, we'll get. He's up in Carlisle Hospital at the minute. We'll get a message out ASAP to everybody.